If I look a little tired and a little pissed, it's because I am. So let's go back a few videos ago where we were talking about a deal that I passed up on that I didn't want it. It was money and parts, and it was Chinese stuff, right? So, and I said I won't sell Chinese stuff because I won't buy Chinese stuff, and this is the truth. But you know, even if you don't buy it, the stuff will still turn around and bite you in the ass, and that's what happened to me tonight. All right, so let me give you the background on this. I'll give you the short version of it. I owned this car a couple of years ago. I traded it for another car. I always regretted getting rid of it because even as roachy as it is, it has like a character about it, something I like about this car. So I traded it. It went off a couple different sets of hands. It ends up in the hands of a guy, he's a friend of mine, and he has this image of the car that he wants, and it has to have a certain sound, right? He's not concerned about performance. His words, I just want to roll around town and I want it to sound cool, right? All right, fine, you know, everybody's got their thing, let's do this. So back in January, he brings me the car, and along with the car, he's got like a grab bag selection of China Mart stuff, right? He's got along with the intake manifold, the carburetors, all American stuff. The brings me a Chinese distributor, Chinese white box cam, Chinese white box lifters. And I looked at him and I says, you don't really expect me to put this stuff in your engine, do you? He says, I'm not going to race it or anything. He says, I just want it to sound cool. You know what? I tell you what, you're paying the bill. I says, listen, this stuff ain't going to last. First off, the cam, this thing, it's a 273. This thing will not pull a sick whore out of bed. It'll feel good, you know, once you get going, but it's not going to have anything downstairs. So I don't care about that as long as it sounds cool. I says, and these lifters, you know, and I showed it to him. I says, you know, they've got this feel to them. I can't really put my finger on it, but you sure you want to use these? He says, yeah, just put them in the car. Don't worry about it. So I do this. I put the car together, put it all, and I'm extra careful, I'm extra cautious as I'm putting it together to make sure that everything, the cam is completely coated with brake-in lube, that each of the lifters are completely coated with brake-in lube. I painstakingly made sure that the engine was going to light the very first click of the key, for, you know, just 1 or 2 rotations and bam, it was going to go. Set it up for a break-in, 2,500 RPM, 20 minutes, it just sat there, right? I says, well, you know, if this thing has a chance of making it, I gave it its best possible chance. All right, so now let's fast forward. I call him up, I tell him, hey man, your car is done, all broken in, come pick it up. He says, you know, I really don't want that car anymore. I said, you're kidding me. He says, I'd rather have that blue Savoy that you've got. Do you want to trade? No problem, I get my Dart back, let's do it. So I swap them the cars and now she's mine again. China parts and all. But I don't really care because I've got other cars, you know, to use, and whatever it is, I'll probably build a hot motor for this thing at some point. So make a long story short, one of our regular cars has been down for a few days, so we were tooling around in this. You saw the other night we ran the dash cam video. So today it's Saturday, and this morning I ran it up to Nashville, you know, checked out a car show, came back, and then we had a buddy of ours that was going to be running his truck over at Buffalo Valley, 60 miles out, right, 120-mile round trip. So we jump in a car and we head up there. And the whole time this thing is running fantastic. I mean, it's a horse. And if you go back and you watch that you know, video from the other night, you can hear it. You know, this thing sounds really good. So on the way there, I'm starting to hear maybe a little lifter noise, right? We're on the interstate, cruising along 70 miles an hour. And I'm hearing just a little noise under the hood, but I discount it. So we go to the track, we hang out for a little while, we're on our way home. And now the noise is becoming more and more pronounced. And even Uncle Kathy says, it's making a lifter noise. I says, I know, it's making a lifter noise. The lifter noise goes away. Do we get lucky? No. It's chugging. You know what that means, right? Behold the result of China Mart parts. Watch the rocker. The moral of the story is, if you buy white box internal engine parts, you're a fool. Brand name stuff. Make sure it's quality parts. If you're going to put it inside your engine, make sure it's quality. You want to chintz out and use China distributors, China, stuff on it, valve covers, air cleaners, go ahead, knock yourself out. But if it goes inside your engine, make sure that shit comes from somebody who knows it. Quality, good reputation, it's everything. So now we got to tear this thing apart. I got to drop the pan out of it. I got to clean it. It's not just a matter of changing the cam and lifters. I've got to go through this whole motor now because it's got a disintegrated cam that's spread all through it. So that's it. I'm going home, going to sleep. I'll attack this tomorrow. Good night.